Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NBA basketball preview and prediction for Thursday. It is February 23rd. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Thirsty Thursdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by your good friends right here at ATSStats.com. Come and check out the Raymond Report, the free version of the Raymond Report. Go to the website, go to free NBA stats, and you will get the free Raymond Report Lite right here at ATSStats.com. All right, we're right back at it tonight in the NBA, coming off the All-Star break. And before they left, you can remember the favorites were having a pretty much of a heyday. In fact, 63% last 7 days in the NBA, going back to February 16th. So you can see from the 10th to the 16th, the favorites did have a pretty good run right there. So maybe a pullback after the All-Star break. Maybe all the betting public is feeling really good about the favorites. And if you look at how much they were winning straight up, 77%, 85 the last 3 days, compared to 63.8 on the season. And on the 7-day average, 58.9% of the games prior to the All-Star break went over the total. But we'll see tonight if there's any type of pullback in the NBA when it comes to the betting markets. All right, let's get to those premium picks here today at the Raymond Report. And we're going to kick it off at the Amway Center where the Magic hosting the Detroit Pistons. Now, prior to the break, their last game was a loss to the Toronto Raptors, 123-113. They're a touchdown favorite tonight against not the Lions, but the Pistons. And we do have the computer pick leaning towards Orlando, 118-112, the over-under to land on 231.27. So we do like this game to fly over the total. And the Pistons, before the break, last 3 games have gone over the total. Denver Nuggets taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers. There's your game of the night right there at the old Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. I don't know what it's called these days. But Cleveland, -3 is the line, 223 is the total. We're going to leave with the Cavs in this one, 114-108, the over-under, listed here at 222.96. And if you look at the Cavaliers on the year, let's go look at their home and away record. In fact, let's take the Raymond Report. And that's the beauty about having the Raymond Report here. I can have it right here at my fingertips. And I know Cleveland, from memory, they don't do well on the road, but they're pretty good at home. In fact, let me double check that. Yeah, 25-6 compared to 13-17 on the road. That's where I was going with that. So, you know what? Good spot here for the Cavaliers. But let's take a look at Denver. Denver on the road this year. Yeah, 500, but almost like Cleveland, right? So we'll see if the Jekyll and Hyde type teams show up here this evening. But we do have the Cavaliers winning this one, 114-108, the over-under at 222.9. And we're going to give the Cavs a 62.5% chance of winning. Boston Celtics taking their 42-17 record to Indiana, take on the Pacers. We do like the Celtics in this one, 122-108, the over-under at 231.57. So we do like this one to stay under the total. Prior to the break, Boston had a 3 ATS win streak. Last 4 was over the total. And for the Pacers, yeah, they were struggling, 2-8 straight up in their last 10 games. Pelicans take it up north to the Raptors. We are the North up here in Toronto, but look at that, -5.5 is the total, 226 is the line, or the total, 5.5 is the side, and we're going to lean with Toronto in this one, 115-109, the over-under to land on 224.32, so we do like this game to stay under the total. Looking at the Toronto Raptors prior to the break, last 3 went over the total on 8 days rest, compared to 7 days rest for the Pelicans. I wonder if that 1 day will make a big difference. I don't think so. But strength of schedule, yeah, look at the strength of schedule on the Raptors prior to the break on their last 7 games, 26.5. So, you know, they're beating the beatables, as they say, 6-4 in their last 10 games. Memphis taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. There's another game of the night right there in Philly. -3.5 is the line here for the Sixers. 229 is the total. We're going to lean with Philly in this one. 118-113, the over-under, landing on 232.2. Looking at the Sixers' last 10 games, 7-3 straight up and against the bookmakers number. While the Memphis Grizzlies, yeah, they're pretty neutral at 4-6 straight up and against the point spread. And 70% of their last 10 games have gone under the total. Spurs taking on the Dallas Mavericks. 2 touchdown favorite. You don't see that too often in the NBA. 2 touchdown favorite. -14 is the line. 237 is the total. We're going to leave with Luka Doncic and company. 125-113. The over-under at 238.9. And the good news is, if you like the San Antonio Spurs, Dallas was on a 3 straight up and ATS losing streak prior to the All-Star break. Oklahoma City taking on the Utah Jazz. The Thunder, a road underdog in this one. In fact, the line's only -1 for Utah. And we see a tight battle here. Look at the number. 119.8 to 119.3. The over-under at 239.2. So all the way around side total, the margin is very, very tight. And but the only difference is right here, a 76.4% chance of winning here for the Utah Jazz. Now, my question to you is this: what if the bookmakers made Oklahoma City a 1-point favorite? Would that change your market psychology on this game? Give us your comments into give us your thoughts in the comment section. Let me see here. Where are we? 29-31. Yeah, Utah. Wheels are coming off a bit here, 29-31 on the year. Same thing for the Thunder, 20-29. You know, both teams flirting with 500, right? So we're going to lean with Utah here in this one here tonight. All right, the Lakers hosting the Golden State Warriors. -6 is the line, 238.5 is the total, and we are going to go with LeBron James and company. 121-117. The over/under at 238.7. Looking at the chances of winning this game straight up, does favor the Lakers at 56.2% compared to 36.3% for the Warriors. And looking at some of the numbers going into tonight's game, 80% of the Warriors' last 10 games prior to the break went over the total. And the Kogo tonight is a coin flip at close to 47%. Kogo stands for chance of game going over the total. And your final game of the evening of this 9-game slate, you got the Sacramento Kings. -6 is the line, 240.5 is the total. It's like an all-star break total right there. 120 for Sacramento, 116 for the Trailblazers. The over-under line on 237.3. So we do like this one to stay under the total. A 63.6% chance of winning here for the Kings compared to 36.3 for the Trailblazers prior to the break. Looking at some of the numbers, both these teams hitting 500, 5-5 straight up in their last 10 games. And looking at the value index, I had -2.2 for Sacramento, so a bit overvalued tonight against the Portland Trailblazers. All right, let's get to your Bears and Bulls report. And what we'll do here is we take a look, just like the stock market. And the way I look at NBA teams or NHL teams, any teams in any league, I look at it as assets, right? Are they a blue chip stock? Are they a neutral stock? So anytime I look at this page right here, I'm trying to find which team is bullish, bearish, or neutral. And you can see in the A-type teams that have a 60% or higher win percentage, only one team is very neutral, and that's Memphis. So they are struggling just a bit, 3-4 in their last 7. But you know what? You expect the Alphas to be the top dogs, right? And that's what's happening right now. And you look at these teams: Boston, Milwaukee, Denver, Philly, and Cleveland. Yeah, even Cleveland are your top dogs in the NBA right now. And the B-type teams, you got New York and Phoenix on a good run prior to the break. And the C-type teams, the only C-type team you really want to pay attention to right now is the Toronto Raptors. Prior to the break, they were 5-2. They were bullish, so they have a public confidence of 71%. All right, let's get to your NBA offense and defensive point rankings. Always good to look at this once in a while, right? I know we're always geared towards the point spread, but you do have to go inside the numbers sometimes. And your top 3 teams, point-wise, scoring average per game. Number 3, Oklahoma City Thunder at 117.89. You got the Warriors at 118.6, and the Sacramento Kings, your number 1 point-scoring team in the NBA, at 119.4. And you know what? Sometimes you got to play some defense, and the Cavaliers showing they can't play defense, giving up only 106.1 points per game. Miami Heat 108.3, and the Sixers 110.4, and that's where it matters a lot when it comes to the NBA playoffs, right? All right, so let's get to your stats and trends of the day. And I got a good one here on the Toronto Raptors against the Pelicans. Anytime the Raptors are a 3.5 to 6.5 point home favorite, coming off a home win as a favorite in their last game, the last 6 years, they won 85% of their games. They are 17-3 straight up, so that's pretty good. If you like the Raptors here, maybe consider them on the money line. And speaking of money line, let's get to the market report and your top 25 sports betting options. If you go to the website, atsstats.com, and you'll see on the front page, just like you do in the Dow Jones Industrial, we list all the top assets. And tonight, your number 1 situational handicapping spot is the Orlando Magic at -7 against Detroit. They've been neutral for 44 days. You know what that means? It means win one, lose one type thing, right? So they're 3-4, 4-3 in their last 7 games straight up. Coming in battle tested at 50% on the strength of schedule against those C-type teams. That's where they do their best damage at 52%. They are 24-35 in the year, but only 14-15 at home this year. So a win tonight puts them above 500. We had them listed at -4.1 on the daily market value index, so a little bit overvalued tonight against the Pistons, and we're going to give them a 68.7% chance on the Cal. Cal stands for a chance of winning this game straight up. All right, there you have it. That is your Raymond Report NBA betting show today for a Thursdays. And here's one on you, on me. And hopefully you guys have a great night. Hopefully we meet up in the winner's circle. As always, catch you on a friendly Friday. Cheers.